park acts almost like the heart of the Helix. It's like the breathing, kind of pulsating section, and veins and arteries of pathways lead out from that and enter into the communities. So I suppose for me, part of that is that things flow in and out of the park, and it's the communities and it's the people of Falkirk and Grangemouth, and it's those visitors, and they'll bring their thoughts and ideas and hopes and imagination.
They sit forming a new eastern gateway to the kilometre of new canal, as well as being a centre point for the project to act as a tourist destination, to create a second top 10 tourist destination within the Falkirk area.
On this project, since the very outset, we supported the client with documentation, costings, planning, programming, procurement strategies, and just actually helping them to envisage how do you turn this idea into a reality, because concepts are wonderful, but the hard part is sometimes, and the slog part and the laborious part is actually managing it and working out the fine detail of how you actually put something on the ground. And this project has had to deal with constructing over both of Scotland's hydrocarbon pipelines. We've diverted the primary water supply for the Grangemouth oil refinery. All of these things had to be done without any change to the operations of these critical, sort of facilities. And we cut the M9 in half, and I would probably be very surprised if the hundreds of thousands of drivers who've made the journey while we've carried out that work have ever been aware that we have dismantled the motorway and rebuilt it while they've driven and continued their daily commute.
I've enjoyed very much working with Gleeds on this project. They've got a multidisciplinary team, they've got a lot of experience. The Gleeds Scotland team have worked on this project now for in excess of 5 years. They've approached all aspects of the job with complete professionalism. They have integrated well with the rest of the consultant team, and indeed led the consultant team extremely well. I think more importantly, they have worked with the project partners and the client group and the public and the wider stakeholder group to make sure that all parts of this project were fully integrated. So a very good experienced team, the Team Scotland for Gleeds. They've brought all that to bear on this project, and what you'll see before you now is the fruition of all that hard work that the Gleeds project management and commercial management team have brought on this project.
I think it's very significant for Scotland to have a project like this. There are obviously other urban regeneration areas within Scotland, but this one in particular, to try and bring tourism both through the canals with people coming over here in their boats, as well as to this particular area, I think is very important. We are currently involved in the infrastructure works at Ravenscraig here in Scotland, but probably the most similar one that we're currently involved with is Prospect Park in Brooklyn in New York, which has the company, at least, of the designers of Central Park, and we're bringing in community facilities into Prospect Park, which is of a similar size to this, and it will include an ice skating rink and has a similar concept behind it, but it certainly doesn't have the landmark kelpies.
This has been a fantastic project to work on. It's one of these projects that comes along once in a lifetime. And I think having an opportunity to work in this 350 hectare site is going to create life-changing opportunities for the wider Falkirk area, and actually creating an epic placemaking job that includes, of course, the kelpies as the centrepiece of that has been fantastic personally for me, and indeed all my colleagues and the client partner team.
What we're delivering here is transformational. And I think believing in the capacity of that idea, that it can actually change people's lives for the better, so it can lever development, and it actually can leave a legacy here for the spending of public money in a good way, that it creates a better environment, that it's a nicer place for people to come, it improves it for local people, but it improves our national identity as well.